Busted: Obama used state debt cash to fund massive illegal enterprise. Nobody knew until now. The more we learn about what was supposed to be the most transparent and scandal-free presidential administration in history, the more we learn it was all just a farce narrated by the mainstream media who was intent on protecting a potentially rogue president. According to financial records, the watchdog group Judicial Watch just obtained the Obama State Department used over $9 million of U.S. taxpayer dollars to help the globalist billionaire George Soros support the socialist government in Albania back in 2016. One America News Network reports the money was allegedly used to advance his globalist left agenda in Albania. The governments there, who are in the middle of these massive refugee flows from the Middle East, they hate the fact those governments in Macedonia, Albania, Hungary object to these flows and have taken steps to police their borders, and that's one of the key complaints the Soros groups have, said Judicial Watch President Tom Fitton. And it's being done with your taxpayer dollars, and with the help of your government officials. Judicial Watch is also probing possible U.S. involvement in Soros activities in Macedonia and Romania. Judicial Watch Tom Fitton, in a statement, said the prior presidential administration quietly spent at least $9 million U.S. taxpayer dollars when he colluded with left-wing billionaire George Soros in an effort to support the government of Albania. Fitton also added that Soros is a billionaire, that there is no reason whatsoever that he should be receiving money from the already overburdened American taxpayer in order to advance his radical left agenda in order to undermine the will of free people here or abroad. Judicial Watch obtained these records through FOIA Freedom of Information Act requests, which confirmed that the $9 million was used specifically to give the socialist Albanian government greater control of the country's judiciary system, not unlike what Barack Obama did to the U.S. judicial system here in the U.S. More on this via Fox News, but Judicial Watch said the records reveal that the State Department gave Soros Open Society Foundation direct input for its own program funding reviews in Albania. One report, from February 10, 2017 on engagement with the Open Society Foundation for Albania stated that as one of the major assistance providers in Albania, representatives for the Open Society Foundation are frequently asked to participate in technical reviews of applications that we receive for funding. That report noted that the embassy's public affairs section has not received any funds from the Open Society Foundation to support any projects or activities, and that the public affairs section has not provided any funds to the Open Society Foundation to support their projects or activities. For decades, there has been broad bipartisan agreement in Washington, D.C. on the need to promote democracy and human rights abroad. Of late, there has been an unfortunate and misguided effort to politicize this process, a spokesperson for the Open Society Foundation said in a statement to Fox News. The Open Society Foundations and the U.S. government shared an interest in helping Albania and other similarly situated countries transition from communism and democracy, and in promoting an independent judiciary, the spokesperson added. As the State Department stated in the documents Judicial Watch cited, the U.S. Embassy in Tirana has not received any funds from the Open Society Foundation to support any projects or activities, nor has it provided any funds to the Open Society Foundation to support their projects or activities. But another memo obtained by Judicial Watch from April 2016 shows that the U.S. Embassy in Tirana sponsored a survey along with Soros Open Society Foundation to measure Albanian citizens' knowledge, support, and expectations on justice reform. The poll, according to Judicial Watch, did not specify the type of reform the Soros group was seeking, but the survey reported that 91% of respondents either fully support or somewhat support the need for judicial reform in Albania. Records dated February 2017 show that the State Department used taxpayer funds to co-sponsor a second poll with the Open Society Foundation. The Public Affairs section and the Open Society Foundation survey each provided funding to a local organization to conduct a public opinion poll on attitudes toward the judicial reform effort. The February report, reviewed by Fox News, read, although the United States gives billions in foreign aid to help poor countries establish democracies and judicial systems, what Soros' Open Society did in Albania was funnel U.S. taxpayer dollars to promote socialism and communism in Albania. This undermines long-standing U.S. foreign policy. But what is perhaps the worst part is that Obama just handed over the money to Soros so he could distribute it as he saw fit.